I want to step you through how I would do a search in PubMed. So let's say our question is, for stroke patients, how does using virtual reality affect balance? So our P in this case from our PO question is stroke, our I, our intervention is virtual reality, and our O, the outcome is balance. So if you start at the Gumberg Library, they have a research page set up for OT students, and right in there is a link for PubMed. And this is a special PubMed that's been set up for Duquesne. So it's got some other settings that are already put in there for you. So it's useful to go through Gumberg instead of just going straight to PubMed. Now I always go to the advanced search. That's where I start. I think it's just easier to do it in a piece by piece fashion using the advanced search. The other thing I like to do is instead of searching all fields, I restrict my search to title and abstract. So this way I'm only searching the text in the title or abstract of the journal article. I may miss one or two articles that way, but I mean, if an article is really about what I'm searching for, it should have what I'm searching for in the title or abstract. So first thing I'm going to do is let's create a search for the P term, a stroke. And I'm going to add that into my query box. And then instead of doing a search, I'm going to click this add to history. So it's done the search, but it hasn't taken me to the results. And this just saves a step because we're going to be creating several of these different searches. And you can see it found over 250,000 articles in PubMed that have to do with stroke. Now we're going to do the same thing for virtual reality. And notice I put virtual reality in quotes, right? So if I do that, add it to history, I get 11,000. Now if I did virtual reality without quotes, I still get the same thing. The reason I like to use the quotes is in other search engines, sometimes in some search engines, some databases, if you do virtual reality without quotes, it'll give you everything that has virtual in it, everything that has reality in it, and everything that has virtual reality in it. PubMed is a little nicer, but I prefer to have one approach to everything, and it just makes things simpler. Right. O term for us is balance, so same thing, add to history, and there were 231,000. So now what I want to find is all the articles that have stroke, virtual reality, and balance. So that talk about all three of these things in the abstract or title. So I'm combining these searches. So this is getting me all the articles that showed up in search 1, search 2, and search 4. And now I've got 129 articles that contain all of these terms. And let's go take a look. And this is still a lot. This is more than I want to read through. Or you don't want to read 129 articles. So let's start filtering these out a little bit. So this additional filters button lets you get some other filters that are useful. So things like only articles that are in English. You can focus on only articles that focus on certain age ranges. Um, I use 10 years. So 10 years is a reasonable range, sort of rule of thumb. There's not, if you're searching on something where all of the most fundamental work was done 20 years ago, then you may not want to use this 10-year range. Most of the time, I think 5 or 10 years is going to get you enough articles. Eliminate the ones that aren't in English, and now I've got 116 results. And if I exclude things not done on humans, now I'm down to 70 results. And if I want to save these, click Save. You want to select all results. And I prefer the CSV format, this comma-separated values. Another option, if you want to send to, and we're going to talk about citation managers later, so EndNote, for example, select Send to, again, all results, create file, and that'll give you this NBIB file. That's what, when I give you assignments for Lit Search, I want you to turn in.